Hello, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about Radix attention. So Radix attention was introduced through SGLang a few years ago, and it was like very performant against vLLM. This is a very controversial topic, so I'm not going to go too much into it, but they did introduce this idea of Radix attention and taking into account token prefixes more seriously. So I think it's interesting at least to look at the intuition behind it. I will also say that in practice, it does strike me that a lot of people find SGLang faster. However, vLLM is more dominant with kind of the market share and mind share. So what is the idea behind Radix attention? The basic idea is that if you look at LLMs, you can kind of cluster it into three different types of tokens. There's like shareable tokens, which is blue in this example. There's non-shareable input tokens, which are green. And there's non-shareable output tokens, which are yellow. Few-shot learning, self-consistency, multi-turn chat, tree of thought. These are all kind of patterns of LLM use. And you'll see that anytime you have these blues, it's a really great opportunity to do sharing. And so similar to, type ahead, try data structures, they came up with this Radix tree data structure, which is a token level as opposed to block level tree structure. And what it allows you to do is it allows you to reuse prefixes and memorize prefix computation a lot more intensely than the block level page attention of vLLM. And then as part of this implementation, they also came up with this like interesting API/DSL for expressing these types of forks and generations. But I think for the most part nowadays, people mostly talk about SGLang as like the serving framework. So anyways, in the next few lectures, we're going to talk a little bit about SGLang, kind of the life of a request of SGLang, and maybe we'll dive into some of the code. I'll see you in the next one.